Something are you? Zoobly zoo. All right, let's do this. Put my quiche down. All right. Welcome to the Starting Over podcast. Yeah, I'm your host, Ever Shelton, aka Dark Logos, aka Superman on the mic. Yeah, we're gonna talk about heroclix today, my friends. Heroclix. Yeah, so you know, all the retirement happened, or yeah, because we're kids. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about all the best stuff in the meta past retirement that we know about now. So we're gonna start that conversation. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. All right. Now first off, I'm gonna go through just a bunch of figures, and then I'm gonna explain to you why they are OP and why you need to play them. And then I'm gonna list some figures that aren't OP and why you should never play them. So get out your notepad, get out your pens, get out your tablets, get out your chisels, because yeah. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so first off, we're gonna start with World's Finest, because I always start at the beginning, not the end. You know what I mean? And we're gonna look at my man, Robot Man. You get what I did there? You get what I did there? Now, Robot Man got lots of life, so much life, that his trait is awesome. It just makes him just not die. Like, he's permanently on your field. You know, he can't really kill 8 clicks really easily anymore. So 11 attacks all over the place. 11 attacks, so great. 130 points. Robot Man. Gonna play that. All right. Then you got Creeper. Okay, Creeper. Always been a meta figure in heroclix. Always been a meta figure. You know, you can go back to the first Creeper and see how much people were using that. So, he got Charge. Then he got traded Sidestep and Stealth. Yeah. And what you do is you just charge on guys. You don't need anything else. You just play Pandora's Box, give him energy shield deflection, and more Sidestep. Because, you know, you got to double up on powers. Because Nick Fury. You know what I mean? You got to just double up on powers all the time. Alright, so you got the shape change. Because, you know, if you're in the bush and you're changing shapes, how do they know that you're there? Really? How do they know that your figure is there? Unless they're cheating. Cheating, I tell you. That's why. Alright. You know, you go and you turn into a nice, pretty little tree. You just paint your pretty little tree there and your happy little bush. And, you know, you can make a little scampering rabbit come by, you know. Just have a nice little art fair time. Alright. Next up is Crazy Jane. Now, I dated some women like Crazy Jane. Can't make up their mind what they want to do, but always a good time. Always a good time. Okay? Now, Crazy Jane is great because of a couple of things. First off, Crazy Jane gives you the shape change in the super senses. Forget the 9 attack, 2 damage. Just shape change super senses for 75 points. She just stands next to people and be like, hey, aren't you listening to me? Aren't you listening to me? Aren't you listening to me? And you know, and nobody listens to Crazy Jane, because crazy, you know, Jane crazy. But, you know, she gets their attention. She slaps a fool here and there. You know, you don't even need that second click. You know, that second click, you just ignore that. You go straight to that third click because, you know, then she just, you know, says, hey, you didn't listen to me, I'm going to outwit you. And, oh no, you can't hurt me. I'm going to just do damage to this ant over here. Because you always got ants just out of nowhere, even if you don't have an Ant-Man. Okay? That's just how it is. Because chick's crazy. She cheats. She cheats all the time. Sometimes with your best friend. You know? Alright, so next up is a nice figure I like. And I know that you like it too. Okay? I know all the heroclix people like it. Okay? It's Minto, the fresh maker. You know, because he's wearing the helmet and he's telling the ladies, you know, hey, I know I look a little absurd. It's called peacocking, baby. Didn't you read the game? Didn't you read the game? I am a confident individual with all of this purple. And I got the lightning on my chest and let you know how you're going to feel when you hang out with me. All right. Now Minto, the fresh maker, you know, he's great. Now, why is he going to be the new meta? 75 points, TK outwit. Right there. Just TK outwit. You're not doing anything else. Just TK outwit all the time. You know, and then you got Minto intensifier. Because sometimes you need spearmint and peppermint in your heroclix. Okay? Spearmint and peppermint in your heroclix. So you got Minto intensifier. Minto can use mind control and phase and teleport. When he uses mind control, choose one. He may increase his attack value by 2 or give hit characters an action token after actions resolve. Well, you know what you always do. You give them a token after actions resolve because, you know, the ladies are frozen by the breath. Haven't you watched the commercials? That's what happens. They're like, hey, I see the guy on the train, and he's like, yeah, baby, you see me on the train. He pops the Mentos, she pops the Mentos, they get close, then the ice breath comes. Duh, that's how you get your superpowers. Everybody knows that. Alright, let's keep going. Let's look at our next awesome character. We're going to look at Elastigirl. Now, we're going to see Elastigirl is automatically meta, not at 100 points, at 50 points. Now 50 points gives you a 9 attack, 3 damage of awesome. Super senses can't kill you. Can't kill you. Okay? So it gets real fun. They can't kill you. Alright, so then you have the protoplasmic physiology because she's a ghost woman, I guess. Because I don't know where else you're getting protoplasm from except from Slimer. And man, him and the High C Fruit Punch people are great. You know, you catch the spirit that way if as a kid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Alright. So at the beginning of your turn, you may choose tiny symbol, giant symbol, or colossal symbol. If you do, Elastigirl shows a symbol until she chooses again. If she chooses tiny symbol, modify her combat values by -1. Now this part sucks because, you know, she does not get the tiny bonus. Really a tiny bonus from being tiny. From, you know, so if she up close, she's minus defense, but you know, from range, she's just her normal defense because you get a +1 and a -1, so it sort of sucks. You know, if she chooses the colossal, modify her combat values by +1. So now she's a 10-4 good buddy for a charge, and you know, she do damage and she carries your team. You know, because she cheats. You know, hey, that's what goes down. So Elastigirl at 50 points. Now, Elastigirl is pretty cool. She's a good girl. She cheats at Scrabble, though. She just doesn't want you to know that. I hanged out with her before. You know, good person all around. She just cheats at Scrabble. Alright. Now, our next character that is going to be all over the place. All over the place. Is Crazy Quilt. Now, you would have thought Crazy Jane and Crazy Quilt were a thing. They really weren't. They didn't get along. They just decided they were better off as friends. You know, I guess somebody has to be sane in the relationship. I don't know. Anyway, so you have all the colors are contained in me. You got all the characters, all the colors are contained in me. So you pretty much tasting the rainbow. Okay, you're tasting the rainbow really hard. Right there. At the beginning of the game, choose a color of a standard power. Okay, opposing characters dials displaying the power of the chosen character modified defense value by -1. It's unique, so you can't stack a whole bunch of crazy quilts together. Now, this isn't bad. It's okay. You know, it makes you wonder about some things. But you don't get too many good 40-point characters. So you just play 40 points of him psychic blasting people. You don't even think about the mind control because, you know, that's how he kills himself. Just always psychic blast, just psychic blast. If he dies, your opponent went and attacked a 40-point character. So you win. Like, I don't know how much more winning you could be unless Donald Trump was your president. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, now let's keep going. We're going to go keep looking at some other characters that are good. Now the next meta character is Ragman. Now, Ragman, this is great. All right. So, Ragman, you are just looking at him to sit next to your opponent and say, "Punch me, please. I hurt you, then I will steal your energies." And that's it. There's nothing more. You just punch him. He hurts him with the mystics, then he steals energies. He doesn't die. How do you kill something that has no life? You tell me. You tell me. All right. So that's it from World's Finest. I don't want to tell you all the secrets. So I want you to, go and find some cool stuff yourself. Or go to Cool Stuff and buy some stuff. They're not sponsoring me. I just thought I might throw that out there. All right. So let's look at the next set. It's going to be Superman, Wonder Woman. All right, now in this set, we got a lot of sort of solid, cool, crazy things for you to look at. Maybe a little sexy, maybe a little TLC in there. And if you got that, just put a thumbs up in the comments below. All right. Okay, let's do this. Now, so first off, we're going to start with Amazon. Now, Amazon has a great trait called Amazon Themyscira. When Amazon is adjacent to one or more friendly characters with the Amazon keyword, modify her attack by +1. So these chicks is charging with super strength all over the place with 11 attack, 3 damage. With the heavy. So, 11 attack, 5 damage. 45 points. What's your opponent going to do? Kill him? You can't hit a woman? You can't hit a woman? So they don't die. Play it. You can't. All right. So let's keep going. Next up is Investigative Reporter. All right. Now, he's 20 points. He's got Sidestep, he's Metropolis, and Reporter. All you do is play him with Supermans to have a +5 theme team. That's all you do. You just put him on there for no other reason. +5 theme team for Metropolis, and they just sit back and theme prob all day. That's all they do. They just sit there, theme prob. All right? And then maybe, just maybe, Superman, tells them to go and look at the story up close and stop doing all this shady, journalism and really talk about the issues at hand and throws them adjacent to the problem. Maybe they'll stop writing that garbage, because journalists, right? They don't really do work anymore. All right. All right. Let's look at the next one. I like this one. I think this is about to be the most focused on heroclix at over 100 points. But under 200 points, and it's Power Girl. Now, Power Girl can give a friendly character named Huntress toughness. Now, that's some grit right there. You get your Superman TA, you get your charge, you eventually get your hypersonics to the speed, you get your impervious. You got all your good jazz right there. She's 7 clicks deep. She's okay. She got the super strengths. She's all right. You know, there's nothing that can stop her. She's like a mini Superman. Mini Superman, right there. That's cool. Alright, now the next character you definitely gonna know how serious I am. Because I've talked about this character in the past, how great he always is. In all his incarnations. Because this guy's the most imbalanced character ever. And that character is Steel. Okay. Steel is right up there with one of the most broken African American heroclix. Right up there with Blue Marvel and the recent incarnation of Black Panther. Just automatically OP. Just OP. You can't ignore them. Okay? They're just too powerful. So you got the charge. Okay? You got the 18 defense. You got invincible and willpower. I mean, come on. They're combining two good powers together. Sort of like, you know, cheese and eggs to make quiche. You know, you put some fire in there and it congeals just right, and then you put the whipped cream on top. It's just great because it's egg pie. You know, just whipped cream right there. All right. So yeah, Steel. You know, just be checking that out. All right. Now don't be sleeping on that. All right. Now, next up is a great character. A little scary, but a great character. Menagerie. So now you might say like, hey Doc Logos, why am I gonna play this baddie chick right here? What? I don't get that. Well, here's what you do. You get combat reflexes and super senses. So you always right up there, and she's like a harpy. Literally, she looks like a harpy. Okay, and then she just goes like all the time. You know, just blaze calls fangs, and then she got the shape change, so she's good. Super sense shape change. It's great. Okay? Super sense shape change. That's the combo. If you don't get that, that's the combo that makes sure you don't die. Super sense shape change. Alright, because, you know, there's hardly any pulse waves anymore. Because Wiz Kids thought that was OP. Alright. Next up is another character that is definitely worth her points. And that's Hawk Girl. Now, Hawk Girl, we talking about normal Hawk Girl. Now, she has running shot and 5 range. Now the short range is better, makes you more focused on your agenda. Okay, unlike Congress, because they never focus on their agenda, but that's okay. This is not the political podcast. This is Doc Logo story time. All right, so what we're gonna do is you go and get a bunch of walls on your map, right? And then you just have her go pew 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 pew, you know, in a bunch of like close indoor spaces. And then she just perplexes down your opponent's defense and just pings them for 1 damage. Just bam, ping them on 1 damage. They got damage reduction. Then it goes and go bam, bam, bam to characters with, you know, no damage reduction, do 2 damage. You see, I said bam, bam. You know, that's what they should have did. I should have did bam, 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 bam. Okay, you see what I mean? Now, forget the fact she doesn't have willpower. That doesn't matter. You know, doesn't matter. She's great. 75 points, best investment that you can do. Okay. All right, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna look at my next favorite from this set, Dr. Cyber. Now, Dr. Cyber is 7 clicks deep in 95 points, and if that don't make you say yay, I mean, you're not looking for unicorns or leprechauns. I mean, come on, everybody looks for unicorns and leprechauns. Yeah, I mean, come on. So anyway, the 5 range, I told you, you get up in there close. You just like, yeah, come on. You know, that's what you're doing with your psychic blast and your sidestep. You know, it's all good, okay? Then you got the damage power on 2nd click, which is perfect blend of mechanical and mystical. Dr. Cyber can use perplex and probability control. So he can perplex up his stats, you know, like a boss, or perplex up your opponent's stats, or perplex down your own stats like a boss. Then you have the mini deaths and mind swaps. Dr. Cyber can use regeneration. When she does and heals at least 1 click after action resolved, she can use mind control as a free action. Now, that's the thing. Like, if you look at all this, you know, you don't really want to use mind control, because if you target a high point character, well, guess what? You're gonna probably just take damage again. So forget the mind control. Okay, just don't think about that. You know. But all right, let's keep going. Now, I haven't talked about a prime yet, but this prime is definitely taking the cake, and that is Superman Red. Now, Superman Red, he charges in, hits people, and then the next turn you pulse wave. You charge, hit people, pulse wave. Now say it with me, people. Charge, hit people, pulse wave. All right, one more time. Charge, hit people, pulse wave. Because why would we want to run shot and pulse wave? Doesn't make sense. We want to have Superman Red be, the full Superman. That's what we want. We want him to fight. We don't want him to, be super tactical, or else we would pay more points. Alright, now, that's it for this set. I can't give all my secrets away. I can't. But I do want y'all to start there. Alright, now we're going to go to Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay. Now this set doesn't have as many gems, okay? Doesn't have as many gems. But it's okay. Alright? Because we all know WizKids hates Marvel. We know it. Alright. So we got Sarah Garza. Sarah Garza is alright because she can use Perplex. She can use it twice per turn on different targets if both top characters have the shield keyword and an equal or lower point value. So she just makes all your little minions just go 10 hut. Like, that Perplex is just great. Or you can just use Perplex, 50 points. Because cheap Perplex, 50 points. It's not like there's any better Perplex. Alright. So, next up is another one of my favorite. Delight LMD. Because those LMDs make delightful ice cream. You see what I did there? Yeah, they are great. Now back to them being heroclix. See, they're okay. They're okay. Now what you're looking at is you're trying to get them into position so that you can do the cut off one head, and then you're like, bam, 3 heads, and I remove action tokens. Bam, Hydra Team, Jazz Hands, and Jazz Heads, I guess. Delight LMD, watch it. It's gonna be all over Rocktober. Just OP, so good. All right. Next up is Contessa Valentine. Now, I really do not like high titles, but this girl is worth it. Now, she doesn't start off with any moving attack because she can't be guns blazing because she's sneaky. She's sneaky. So she uses the precision strike and the 3 damage and the combat reflexes. Is great. And then she has, changing the world through superior espionage. Opposing characters adjacent to 2 or more friendly characters with the shield keyword can't use willpower or outwit. You know why? Have you seen them legs? I mean, really. Like, she's not really wearing anything. It's real easy to see them. Like, I don't know what era, in which that was, like, sneaky. That's, like, really bad. But I guess she's tricking them, like, hey, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I don't get paid to be thinking about, spying stuff. Get paid to talk about heroclix. So anyway, you got setting the table for betrayal, which Contessa Valentine can use Mastermind, but only transfer damage to a character with the Hydra Shield keyword. When she does, add a traitor token to this card and roll a d6 that can't be re-rolled and add 1 for each traitor token. On a result of 8 or higher, you may replace this character with Madam Hydra on the same click number. So, dual personalities. Gotta watch that. Gotta drink that water. Alright, next up, we have Dr. Locke. Alright, 65 points. He got cut off 1 head. When he gets KO'd, move action tokens from Hydra people. Then you got Duplication Expert. When an opposing character is KO'd, deal 1 penetrating damage to each other opposing character with the same name. Now, I really don't like this because you can't really guarantee that, but always, always, always there is the poison up front, because poison is always good. I mean, when has poison never been good? You can't think of a time, can you? See, that's what I mean. All right, next up is finding genetic commonalities. Dr. Locke can use Outwit. When he does and count as a standard power, he also counts the same standard power on each other opposing character within 6 squares of Dr. Locke that shares a keyword with the targeted character. A little bit complicated, but, Theme Team Night, this is pretty good. So what you do is just take away all their perplex and shape change. Because, shape change is OP. I already showed you. I showed you that perplex is already OP. Alright, now I'm going to give you one more from this set because I can't leave you without some deep secret heroclix knowledge. Gotta love that water. Okay, so I got the Kraken. You get Odysseus, and they've been like, unleash the Krakens. Kraken lacking. Okay, now the Kraken is great because he got stealth, he got TK, he got invulnerability. He's good. Then he has a trait, you can still redeem yourself, son. Kraken can use shape change, so we got full dial shape change. Then you got mission accomplished because he's like W right after invading Iraq. Mission accomplished, banner behind him, everything. They should just added that. Kraken heals 1 damage each time another friendly character with the Hydra keyword is KO. I mean, he just kills Hydras. They just die. And he just heals up because he eats their soul. That's what he does. He just eats their soul. He goes yum, 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 Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hydra soldier souls. Just all the time. Okay, next up, he has I am among you. He's also right behind you right now. And as long as you don't turn around, he won't eat your soul. Shh. I thought I would just tell you. Alright, Kraken can use poison. When he uses poison, he deals penetrating damage to characters with the Hydra keyword. Because I told you, he eats their soul. You don't even know that you might be a Hydra person. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. I gave you all my good secret stuff. We're going to skip Age of Ultron because, y'all don't really care about that set. We're going to look at Avengers Assembled. Avengers Assembled. Ah, ha, ha. Alright. Water. Alright, now, so we got a lot of good characters in this set. Now, the first one we're going to look at is Aleph. Now, Aleph is great because, you always know what you have. Like, you cannot be afraid of Grandmaster when you're playing Aleph. Like, you know what you have. You're going to have, I'm going to have Sidestep, Pulse Wave, Invincible. Invincible. That's what I mean, Invincible. Or I have Psychic Blast and Impervious. Or Precision Strike Toughness. Like, it's real obvious. Like, you already know what you got. There's no questions. You just doop, doop, doop. Same stats all the time. Same stats. He's great. You already know what you're going to get. You just play around it. That 10 attack, that's OP, man. So strong. Alright. Next up is Metal. Now, I know Metal looks like the Red Skull. I think he's like his demon baby or something. I don't know. I didn't read that comic. But he has charged that 10 attack, so good. 3 damage, super string. That's great. Then got the trait, as long as it's not you, friendly characters named Hazmat with line of fire to Metal can use Mastermind, but only to deal damage to Metal, regardless of point value or adjacency. When Hazmat uses Mastermind in this way, after action resolve, you may place Metal adjacent to her if he isn't already. Because I guess he loves the toxic cloud baby. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's to save the world. Maybe he dies. I don't know. Alright, so let's keep going. Now, this next character is really powerful. It's Firebird. Firebird. Run a shot, 10 attack, probability control, super senses. Because what's better than shape change? Probability control. Make them reroll. Make them reroll. Yeah, reroll. Okay, 105, you got your Avengers TA. You got your Avengers keyword. You got your Rangers keyword. And I mean, just look. Just look at this dude. He's on fire. Is it a guy? Is it a girl? I can't tell. He got hippie hair. Hippie hair. Oh, it's a girl. Bonita Juarez. There we go. Couldn't sort of tell by the picture on HC Realms. I got so many heroclix, I ain't got time to be playing them. All the clicks can't be in rotation. But still. Heroclix rotation, new rotation, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, dog, you know what I mean? Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. My next favorite character for Black History Month that displays all the elegance of comic book writing in African American characters, Rage. Just Rage. I love him. You just hit him, he gets stronger and stronger until he can't take no more and then breaks down. 6 clicks of damage, because that shows Rage, right? That just shows how good of a character he is. Leap climb up front, that's fine. You just throwing him out there. He's looking to prove himself and have an equal opportunity with Hulk and Superman. He just proves that as one whopping 75 points. Now, he also has Battle Fury, so you got to make sure that you get him out there before the Battle Fury starts, or else, you can't stop that rage. You know what I mean? You just can't stop that rage. Alright, now, let's look at the next character that is really strong from the set, Veil. Now, you got the phasing. I know she can't carry anybody, just phasing, tying up people, 47 points. Nothing says tie up in close combat situations than energy shield deflection. Then she's got the highly toxic cloud. When Veil has less than 2 action tokens, she can use smoke cloud as a free action. When she does, deal 1 damage to any opposing character that ends its turn occupying or adjacent to one of these markers. So it's pretty cool. You just put the poop, put the smoke cloud up. Have some fun. It's all good. Too bad you just can't, always have it as a free action, But, hey, free action. Free action smoke cloud. Alright. Now, here's one favorite of mine. Always good character. D-Man. D-Man. Because he is D-Man. Now, what's great? What's great is, he has plasticity because of his trait, and he's got the headlock takedown because nothing says, awesome character than headlock takedown. Okay, and you just read that for yourself. It's a little complicated. I don't want to bore y'all, but it's a good power. You got the headlock. You get the. It's like WWE. WWE. When it used to be WWF. Before the hippies sued him. Because who would confuse wrestling with saving animals? Idiots. Come on. Alright, so let's go. Let's go. Next up is Silverclaw. Full dial shape change and charge and blades. Well, not charge and blades, but you got charge and blades, but full dial shape change. You get your charge, you get your blades. I mean, come on. And Silverclaw's an animal. So, man, it's fun. Alright, so let's move on down the line to one of the most magical characters that people can't keep in the forefront of their brain, Abyss. Now I'm gonna bring this secret character back because it was talked about very vigorously in the most intellectual manner on Dial H for heroclix as probably one of the most influential characters in the upcoming meta. Now, if you haven't checked out that show, it wasn't the show with Dr. Will Holland. It was the show before that, or maybe it was that show they talked about the Abyss. I think so, yes. Yeah, check that out. Check that out, my friends. Check that out. Because they really, really break down the analysis of Abyss. Now, I know you might be bored. Just a little bored, babies. But I'm coming back to you. I'm coming back to you. Alright. So, what you do is you got permanent invulnerability, so you just stack all sorts of other stuff on her to make her good. You got to find a way to get the combat reflexes and the sidestep, and then she's all over the place. All right, but you got this molecular lockdown, give Abyss a free action, and target a character within range and line of fire until your next turn. The chosen character can't use shape change or have its combat values modified. Do you know how powerful that is when people can't modify stats? You would think that there would be a character that could do that globally without needing line of fire and would be like less points, but you know, like that character exists. Yeah, water. Yeah, so then you got Creeping Darkness, which it just sounds like a Rick James joke. Darkness approaches. Anyway, Abyss can use poison. When she does, deal each adjacent opposing character damage equal to its printed damage value instead of 1. Now, you would have thought by now that everybody would be up on that train, but I guess not. You know, for some reason. You know, push that baby on the click 2 and just be doop, doop, doop. Superman take 4 poison. Ha ha. But, you know, that's not how it goes down. It's not how it goes down, babies. Alright, now we're going to look at the last character that is definitely OP, that you all will be talking about, and that is Cersei at 194 points. Now, you already know how good she is. This chick wrecks face so hard, like Ronda Rousey does every fight. Alright, so, you know, maybe like old school China too, like yeah, old school China, not new school China. That's not good stuff. All right, so here's what you got. You got your mind control. You got your 6 range, because that's always awesome. You got your 11 attack, your 4 damage. You got your invincible. You got your trait. Are you going to hit me with that, pig? You know, make you think she's some sort of weird, sort of magical dominatrix. Like, really, like, look at her dress. Like, look what she looks like. Anyway, when Cersei targets or is targeted by a character, any relic or resource assigned to that character that would increase combat values decrease it instead. So, yeah, this is going to be OP. Just minusing damages and defenses and all the shebangs, just all of it. All the shebangs. Okay, then you got transform you into something useful. And you get that later, but that's okay. Cersei can use Perplex. She can use it normally, or she may modify a combat value other than damage by +2 or -2. So it's alright. She can modify her attack to 11 or defense to a 20. You know, because, you know, you heard before, she cheats. She got magic. She always cheats. I mean, come on, nothing up my sleeve? Come on, she don't have any good sleeves to hide anything up. Alright? It's like latex gloves or something. Like, really. Like, I don't even want to know how her hands are glowing. Alright, so anyway. So, you get this special power up front. Hide when I need to. Okay, so she can use probability control and shape change. Now, have not told you that shape change is the new power? All the rage, shape change. Okay, she used probability control and shape change. When she uses shape change and occupies hindering terrain or is adjacent to blocking terrain, she succeeds on a 4 through 6. So if you know she hiding. You know, she hiding. That's how it go. You can't find somebody if they don't want to be found. That's how it go. All right, so let's keep going. Now, we're gonna go look at Age of Ultron movie set because there's some good stuff here. Now, the first figure that we're gonna look at is Test Subject. Now, Test Subject is great because Test Subject, you might get a chance to get a wacky dice, so your opponent cannot predict what you're gonna get. Like, are you gonna get enhancement? Or are you gonna get, barrier or end cap? They don't know because it's a Test Subject. Okay, next up is Hydra Sentry, because of course you want to invest 40 points in the ability to upgrade into something, even though you might not have a chance of getting it, but it's 40 points, you have a chance to upgrade. So, you might, go through that cycle of reincarnation until you hit Ultron Prime, but, what do I know? I think it's possible, but I don't know. Anyway. So you got your Ultron Sentry. So 40 points, enhancement, psychic blast, all the psychic blasts. It's great. It's great. Just play a bunch of them. Get some attack value bumps and stuff. It's great. Alright, next up is my favorite character from this set, Baron Strucker. 95 points. He's just standing there looking all Zig Heil-y. It just does. Just does. Then he got their sacrifice ensures our future. When friendly characters with the Test Subject keyword is KO'd, put an evolution token on Baron Strucker's card. Modify Baron Strucker's combat values by +1 every 2 evolution tokens on his card. So he just sends those kids to die, and then gets pimped. I mean, Zig Heil, like that's what they do. That's what Nazis do. They just kill people and then eat their bodies. They eat their bodies. Nazis. Anyway, we learned so much from them. Give Baron Strucker a power action if there are less than 4 friendly characters with the Test Subject keyword on the map. When you do, place a friendly Test Subject from outside the game on the map within 6 squares. So, hey, you just make them die. You just send them out there to die. So what? You just keep making more. That's how it goes. So anyway, that's it from Age of Ultron movie set. All right. Now we got to end. We got to end with the Flash set. We're gonna skip Justice League Trinity War because there's really nothing good there. Everybody knows that. Nothing really good in that set. That was an albatross hanging around WizKid's neck, with a dumbbell. Like, it just was not a good set. So we don't even have to dig through that. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna look at the Flash set, and we're gonna start with my number 1 OG, the one prime that everybody gonna love, Rival. Rival has a 12 movement. That's far. That's real far. That's like go get your chicken far, from the farm far. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so he just ignores characters because he's too fast to care. And then he charges, and he got shape change super senses. Because I told you, babies, that is OP. Just shape change super senses. Because post wave really don't exist no more. Retirement. You got your special power becoming ethereal. If Rival has at least 1 speed token on his card, he can use energy shield deflection and hypersonic to the speed. So I mean, come on, like you just need 1 speed token, and you're just gonna whack him again and get another speed token. And then if he has 3 speed tokens on his card, he can use impervious and deals penetrating damage. So yeah, 105. That's how much he is worth. And he is worth every 1 to the O to the 5. Next up is Mob Rule. Why? Because I said so. It's Mob Rule. It's 40 points. Pay 40 points. And it's great. Because when you pay the 40 points, you just pay for this one-man army. They can use enhancement and shape change for 40 points. And you just play a bunch of them. And then they assassins and spies. They just spy everything. Alright, so that they're great. They, you know, just pay for them, get some more for cheap points, get some enhancement and toughness and all this jazz. Just great. Then is my man Chillblaine, because Chillblaine is one of the worst villains in the DC universe, but he's like a kid. Like, I guess, I mean, teenager. At oldest he can be is 20. Like, if you just look at him, he does not look like a menacing adult. Now you got to understand that he has the plasticity to deal with all the hypersonics to the speed. So you gotta be mindful of that. Also, he really doesn't die because he got like 2 stop clicks. You don't do anything but put him next to people, have them beat up on Chillblaine. Then the stop click happens. Then they try to kill him again, and then the stop click happens again. Then they have to hit him a 3rd time, and then, you know, that's what happens. It's really a sad story. It's really a sad story, I know, but you know, that's what happens when you don't grow up. You better grow up fast. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. All right, so let's look at another great character. And now this character, I like him because he's really strong and he's got a good sculpt. Because good sculpts, you know, determine a lot in heroclix. You got Girder. Now Girder has the 11 attack and the 4 damage. Now you haven't seen that really be an issue until now. Okay, because 11 attack, 4 damage, you've been paying a lot of points for that in the past. You know, it's not like there's like a super mobile character that can fly and have a, you know, a long range and, you know, hypersonic to the speed and has 11 attack, 4 damage. You know, in precision strike. It's not like that exists in this game anymore. Yeah. So what you got is you just go and charge and pick up ultra heavies and just whacking people. Just whacking people. That's all you do. You got the tear down walls trait. Girder can use improved movement, ignores blocking terrain, destroys blocking terrain as he moves through it. When Girder destroys blocking terrain, if he isn't holding an object, you may give him a standard light object from outside the game. Because you know, if you're breaking down walls, you're somehow incapable of picking up a heavy object. Just puts a lot of strain on the body. But, you know, since you do have super strength, you are able to pick up a brick and hit somebody upside the head with it. That just increases your damage output value. You know, that just makes perfectly logical sense. Right. Perfectly logical. Okay, so we're gonna go on. We're gonna look at my girl Swift. Now Swift is a little bit underpowered. You know, it's not the greatest figure. You got your charge, you got your blades, you got your charge blades. You got your empower. I mean, hey, you know, you're setting up for other attacks. Then you got your barrel roll or wing over. She can use combat reflexes or energy shield. So she can get that. She just got that energy shield. She flaps in. Then she's right on top of you. She got combat reflexes. I mean, 19 defense. Who can hit a 19 defense? I mean, really. With blades. She got blades. Blades. Flapping blades. Alright. Then she gets some sidestep, some close combat expert, then she ends up with the flapping blades, charge blades, flapping blades. It's great. Just flapping blades all the time. Flapping blades. Okay. Alright, now show going a little long. I know I normally keep it to 30 minutes. I just thought I would just put all this cool stuff out here for y'all to think about for the heroclix in retirement. So sorry about this next character, because I know there's some, you know, heroclix Illuminati figures. They didn't want me to tell you about it, but I peeped their game. I peeped all their game, and I decided to tell you what they've been holding back from you all this time. And you're gonna be wondering. So what I did was, I'm gonna demask one of them Illuminati peoples. Nah, I can't do that, because then they come kill you. So what's gonna happen is I got this cat named Tar Pit. Now Tar Pit is ultra meta now for a couple of reasons. Number one, He got the improved movement, ignores hidden terrain, and ignores characters. So he just sort of moves around. He got a little movement. He got 6 movement. That's fine. That's fine. Don't matter. Don't matter at all. Okay, then he got trapped in tar. You know, because nobody likes that. When an opposing character targets Tar Pit with a close combat attack, after actions resolve, baby, roll a d6 and place living tar tokens on the attacker's card, equal to half of the result. Once for all characters with this trait, characters decrease their attack value by 1 for each living tar token on their card, and may be given a power action to remove living tar tokens from their card. So, you know, every time he gets beat up, he's just like, you know, you take a little bit of me with you. Just a little bit. Gotta love him just a little bit. Anyway, so you got living asphalt. Okay, living asphalt, cause it's all your fault. not asphalt. You see, anyway. So you got Tar Pit can use plasticity. When Tar Pit is given move action, place tar markers into the squares that Tar Pit has moved through. Other characters that enter a square with a tar marker must immediately end their movement. At the beginning of your turn, remove all tar markers placed by this character. Now you get tar everywhere, just everywhere. It's like all tar. You know, like you Captain D's with the tartar sauce. Ha ha! I got jokes. Anyway, so you get your that power going, and you get some movement going, and you find a way to free moves, and you just walk in circles and just make sure that you know, people can't run up on you, because you don't like that in the streets when they just run up on you. But you know, I'm popular with the ladies right now, so they run up on me all the time. Alright, so anyway, so next up is burning hot. That can be a good thing or that can be a bad thing, all depending on the situation. Burning. So bad. Anyway, Tar Pit can use poison and super strength. Well, you get him to do his little tar shuffle, and then he gets next to you, then he hits you, and you hit him. It's just tar everywhere. So Tar Pit is like the new meta person. Like he's 6 clicks deep, but you know, he slows you down. Like you can't do anything. And he got the shape change. I'm telling you, just the shape change. Cause you know, hey, shape change. Alright. So that's today's show, babies. I hope I showed you what is on and popping and crack-a-lacking and sashaying in the meta. Now, you know, all these characters, you don't got to play them. You know, it's real good. It's all fun. You know, you got to get what you can get. I know that these prices, the moment I put them on my list, prices go up. Prices go sky high. Every time I put out a show, I tell the list, cool stuff, be trying to call me ahead of time, find out my list, trolling told, try to call me ahead of time, find out my list. They try to offer me free heroclix, but you know what, babies? I tell you first. They try to pay me, I give it to you for free. I give it to you for free. Alright? Now, because I give it to you for free, you can feel free to tip me on my blog. Just tip a brother and be like, hey, homie, thank you for giving us all that secret information that those heroclix Illuminatis don't want to tell us. Okay? Alright, I peeped their game. I got all the secret codexes and golden glasses and spatial charts and all the stuff that they use to divine the heroclix and see the future and know what's coming. I got all that. I don't want to keep it from you because y'all deserve to know. It's freedom. Freedom, podcasting, and quality. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. So, you can follow me on the Twitter. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, my friends. At Start Over Pod. You know, it came from down the street. and told me, man, it's warm outside. You better get out here while it's still hot. Anyway, I put up, my deep philosophical thoughts on life on my Twitter because, just like all great sages, if you can't put it in 120 characters or less, it don't matter. You know what I mean? All right. And then you can email me at startingoverpodcast@gmail.com. That's startingoverpodcast@gmail.com. If you wish to opine, keep it long-winded, keep it super complicated, keep it boring, baby, because, I need to come down from my super high-intensity life, Sometimes I need to just chill, and I read your emails to do that, and that helps. That helps me stay a balanced individual so I can focus my cheese and give you all this information. That's what's up. All right. And lastly, you can check out the blog, startingoverpodcast.blogspot.com. You can donate to the show that way. That's how you tip a brother. All right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got shirts. Shirts. Check out my shirts. You can buy a Phoenix Nest shirt, because you gotta be reborn into the Phoenix, and then when you die from defeat, you gotta come back as a better Phoenix, or a water Phoenix, or earth Phoenix, or back to a fire Phoenix, so you can make great music and get all your previous Phoenix forms together and do a reunion tour. That's what you gotta do. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'll check you later. And remember, we all gotta get some more water sometime.